Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Brose here with a video of my first legendary champ ever, my first Lego. Now, just want to give the backstory on him. Just now getting into the game. I mean, I was a baby raider and I spent my first 30 bucks, and it was courtesy of Plarium because ain't another game, and they reached out to me. Sean from Stream Elements reached out to me and offered me a little sponsorship, and I took it, and they gave me a little allowance to buy some shards with, to have some decent characters to stream with, to make the game look fun or be fun. So I dropped $30 and I got I think the pack is in the store now. Let's see if it's usually here for me. The monthly pack. The monthly pack is what I got. So I opened my 5 blues, opened my 3 purples, and I didn't get anything but I got all blues. And then I opened my gold and I got Ghostborn, man. At the time, I didn't have any idea what I had in my hands. I just knew he looked cool. And I mean, look at him. He definitely looks badass. He's one of my favorite looking champions in the game. So another disclaimer though, man, I want to say is I'm not a big spender. I'm not a whale. I'm not get free books like some content creators from Clarion, because I'm a little. I just started doing this. I'm not probably not recognized as a content creator or anything like that in their community. But let's just get back. Let's just get into him, man. I always want to make a video on this guy because he's my first legendary, so he is near and dear to my heart. A1 attacks one into me, 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased debuff 2 turns. So the big version of decreased defense, really good. Now his A2, which I love, attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. Very, very solid, hard hitting ability because it is based on attack and speed, and you should be building Ghostborn as fast as you can make it. And what he's most known for, his A3, guys, which is definitely what makes him a legendary champion. So it attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance, placing a big version of decreased defense for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be resisted, guys. It cannot be resisted. So if you do happen to land this percentage, it cannot be resisted. And then it places, not only does it do that, it places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies. Now, like I said, I don't have a bunch of books because if you book this out, it goes up to 100% chance and cannot be resisted. Insane. Guaranteed decreased defense while buffing attack. So he does all that on 1 attack now. If you can book this guy, book him, he becomes an absolute monster. Now I don't have a book. I put 2 books on him if I'm not mistaken. I got a debuff here and the debuff chance here. Definitely worth the books if you have them. You don't get any extra damage, unfortunately, because he is a support champ. You can build him out to be a nuker. He won't hit as hard as some of the legendary attacks, but you can make him hit pretty hard. Now for the masteries, let's go into what I have. Got the the crit damage, the crit rate, the crit damage, all the way down to the damage rate. Then we have the I think War Master is the way to go with him. That's just my opinion. And you go for you go for accuracy, and then you go all accuracy perks basically, and then you want to end with 30% chance to extend the duration of any debuff cast by this champion. So you want to go with the Master Hexer and the lasting gifts. So it has a chance to extend your increased attack that he's putting on the teammates, and has a chance to increase the decreased defense at the same time. So sometimes you get the decreased defense for 3 turns, and sometimes you get the increased attack for 3 turns instead of just 2. So that's how I have mastery trees. And then you don't need accuracy on Ghostborn per se. You kind of need it for the A1 and the A2, but you can build him to be a nuker and not need any accuracy really. For the A3, if you have it booked, I don't have it booked, so I got him up to over 200 accuracy, which is where I wanted him. So I built him. I wanted him to have a decent HP, nothing crazy, obviously. I try to get his attack as high as possible while keeping his accuracy up. And his speed, man, I wanted it at 200 speed, very, very close. I probably could switch some gear around. You want this to be 100% crit rate, 96, and then crit damage 133%. You want that as high as possible as well. Like I say, I don't have the best gear. I also didn't build him with attack gear, crit damage gear. I built him with speed, man. Speed is killer on Ghostborn. So that's how I built him. 2 accuracy, 4 speed, and we got we got the max roll on attack percent here. We got crit rate. Now this could have been something else better than attack, flat attack, but whatever. Crit damage, and then we have the crit rate gauntlets that are speed, and also he has no 6-star gear. So I'm getting into the part of the game where I'm starting to get 6-star gear. I personally put HP percent on his chest to keep him alive because he is a support champ. You want him to stay alive, but I could have went with attack percent here, and obviously speed boots, which if they would have had some crit rate on them, we would have 100% crit rate. But still liking his loadout personally. We got the plus 16 attack ring, hit attack percent once, HP percent. I'll take that. Defense percent on the bottom. Now crit damage, I could get his crit damage higher, but I don't want a plus 16, which is very expensive, a green amulet. So I'm waiting to get a better amulet, a crit damage amulet for him. And then for the banner, I went with accuracy, attack percent twice. Awesome. I would have liked for speed to be in here instead of flat attack, but once again, gotta farm, gotta get something better. Got some banners on it, but I just gotta get some better gear for him, man. Where I'm at in the game, it's possible. I'm still not farming the absolute best gear in the game, so this is the best I could do with him. But he is extremely solid as a champion, so I want to take him in the campaign. Let's see, he can carry in campaign. I like to farm this level right here. Let's get Ghostborn in here. Where's he at? Ghostborn, right here. Let's just put him in here with some scrubs, man. See if he can hold his own. I don't think my Romero and my Fane, none of these guys are geared up. And I mean, yeah, she literally has no gear. So let's see what Ghostborn can do in just a little brutal campaign mission. So gonna hit everybody. Boom. See, he basically killed everybody. And as you can see, the Master Hexer there, making it a 3-turn cooldown. Then he has the A2, boom, and this is not his positive affinities. That's why he didn't one-shot everything, which is fine. Let's just put this on off. But Ghostman, he's so solid, man, and with the high accuracy, he's always landing that decreased defense, and it's hitting pretty hard when he does it. Oh, I hate when they do that, man. He autoed and wasted his A3, so he doesn't have for this fight, but almost one-shots everybody here. As you can see, the Romero, none of them are hitting that hard because none of these guys are built out. I just plus-forwarded them to see if I was going to put gear on them or use them as food. So he basically, obviously carried in the mission, but he's a very, very solid. I can run him in Nightmare as well. Just if I wanted the 2-man Nightmare, this isn't his positive affinity, but if I usually take him in with Baron. As you see, he's already here, so I'll just run a mission really quick. So he does that. He gives Baron the increased attack and drops the defense, so Baron can just A1, boom, kill the whole team. Then I like to do the A1 here because he drops the defense and it makes Baron do more damage in one shot, basically the whole team. Oh, I have a Ghostborn. Look at that. See you later, bud. Boss fight. We can drop the defense here. Oh, he guaranteed drop defense though with him. Baron. With the A2. Pretty decent damage. Increased attack on everybody. Oh, he's gonna hit him hard there with that still. And I mean, these guys they work really well together because he keeps them buffed up and he keeps the debuff up on the enemy. So with the increased attack and the decreased defense, I mean, he makes Baron hit extremely hard, and he's also putting in his work. He enables your attack champ so much better than they would be without him because Baron's a solid champ, and I love Baron, but he hits nowhere near as hard as he would, without Ghostborn. The Ghostborn campaign is awesome, man. I'd give him a 5 in campaign. He's nutty in campaign because he has 2 AoE attacks, and AoE attacks are extremely important in campaign unless you have a one who can kill and go, get extra turns off kills. Next thing is dungeons. I take them basically everywhere. Let's see, he's positive affinity here. We'll just throw in, let's see, apothecary, since I'm breaking up my apothecary to 50. We'll get some XP off of this. As you can see right here, we'll check out what Ghostborn does in potions. He gives the increased attack It's pretty hard, man. He takes almost half of everybody's health, and while decreasing the defense of everybody but one guy. I mean, just Ghostborn's just, I love him, man. He's just such a solid champ. And this, mind you guys, I want to remind you that I don't have him built to his full potential, not even close, because the books on legendary champions usually make them absolutely insane if you can fully book a champion. Like my Duchess is fully booked, and her A1, the shield she has from A1, is so much stronger than it was before the books. So here we go. I think Ghostborn should have his A3 back if I'm not mistaken. There it goes. Boom. Drop the defense on the two side guys, and they stood no chance while giving increased attack. I mean, it allowed Baron to basically wipe both of them. Look at that. Decreased defense with for 3 turns. So let's see what Ghostborn did here. See, look, he did the second most damage and took the third most damage, but you know, kind of tied with Taro. He's such a solid champ. Let's see what he does, and let's check him out in let's see, in Dragon he's very solid. We can take him down here to, let's not do that crazy. This is his negative affinity. Yeah, minute 22. Let's do it. Let's just do something here so it's not too long of a battle. I have a very solid team here. This is basically my goal. This is my top tier team, but as you see, he landed a decreased defense on all of them. Pretty nuts. And then he hits him with the A2. Kills him. Leaves one weak. Taro finishes. Extremely solid. Oh man. And I can't rave enough about Ghostborn. And he's extremely solid in campaign and dungeons. But I think his best place is most certainly arena. In the arena, especially if you have a book, the fact that he can guarantee drop the defense is so massive. Oh, there you go. He dropped the defense on the dragon for us. Drop the defense again on the dragon. I mean, he just keeps that defense down and typically keeps that attack up, or the increased attack up. Especially with my Duchess, they both, and my Dragul, they all three increased attack. So increased attack is always up, and decreased defense is always down. With this team specifically, because there is a Taro, Baron can do it, and Ghostborn can do it on A1, his A1 and A3. So, like I say, this is my kill squad, guys. I guess this may not be fair to show Ghostborn off with, but I mean, he fits so nicely. He enables this team so nicely. That's a 6-star shield, but so that's how he looks in Dragon. Let's see how he looks in Ice Golem. I think we're up to another purple. Oh, this is my IO faction team. Also, he's a solid aura. The faction crit's about 65. So it doesn't matter who we bring in here. Let's bring in some people that are not my main team. We'll bring in Duchess to guarantee that we beat it. So we do that. I don't usually bring Bellower in here, and then let's bring in. This may take quite a while, to be honest. Zargala. Let's take War Mother out. Let's go with the Taro. Bringing Bellower, we're bringing Taro, we're bringing Zargala. So this isn't my typical team, because let's see how important Ghostborn is here in Ice Gold. For wave clear, he is bananas for wave clear. If you put him with a solid attack champ, he'll drop the defense for on everybody, and then he'll give them increased attack, and they'll be able to wipe them out. I absolutely love watching this guy go to work. Zargala's taking a lot of damage here. Oh my god. Let's see, she's gonna. Oh, I thought that was her A2, her crack armor, but it wasn't. So those weren't obviously putting in some work on these. Guess we're waiting on him to get his A3 back because we know he'll waste it. There it goes. Waste it on 2 guys. And 1 guy left. Ghostborn takes him out with 25k. Not even being built as a nuker, he's being built as a buffer and a debuffer. So, I mean, just super solid. This isn't going to be the greatest time, but, you know, this just shows they got the decrease accuracy on Ghostborn. That does suck. Even he still drops the defense because I don't have him built with high resistance. Crack Armor, Ancestral Spirits, drop the defense for 3 turns, and he has the heal reduction on the Ice Golem, which doesn't really matter. But still really, really cool that this man is, that he lands his debuffs consistently. That is when he is at his strongest, guys. When you have him built with some high accuracy, unless you have him booked, this man is gonna keep his abilities in rotation. See if Duchess reses Bellower. That time he doesn't land a decreased defense. Reses Bellower, puts in. There we go, boom. Decreased defense. LSIs on the left and the right are going to be taken out easily. As you can see, loving it, man, loving it. Watching these guys work. We're at 2 minutes. I think this might be done by 3 minutes, hopefully. But like I said, this isn't a team that I would ever bring in if I was really wanting to farm time or just be efficient. I do love Bellower, but he is not built for Ice Golem the way that I have him set up. Because if I was going to use him with Ice Golem, I would use him kind of like I'm using Ghostborn, and I would build him with higher HP. But this guy, I built him for Faction Wars as sort of my nuker. But I just want to throw him in there. I don't want to throw my strongest champs in and then, you know, you not see the value of Ghostborn per se. Loving it. I'm loving seeing him put that third decreased defense, or a decreased defense 3 turns on there. And as you can see, he does not have the best resistance. He keeps getting hit with the debuffs, but he has not died yet. And boom, he puts the finishing touch. How lovely. Now, these aren't bad. Romantic. Now, one place that I do want to showcase him off is he's pretty solid in Spider. Actually, let's take him into Spider, but I want to take him into so let's just run him with this team to make it speedy. So you can see him drop the Spiders consistently. Him and Tyrell are good at that, but Royal Guard claps the Spider. Sure. But Ghostborn is very, very solid in Spider-Man. If I didn't have a Tyrell dropping a defense, as you can see, he dropped the defense and Tyrell went again after with his AoE. But he's gonna keep, like I say, he's gonna keep the, like if I didn't have a Duchess and a Tyrell, he would keep the debuffs down and the buffs up. The same. It does help to have more than one buffer and debuffer on the team. But Ghostborn could definitely handle that on his own, honestly. Like if I wanted to not run Duchess in my and put if I had another support, a very, very solid support that could keep them alive, could keep everyone alive, I could, you know, I could take Duchess out and not have her as my buffer and just have Ghostborn as my solo increased attack buffer, and we'd be fine. But she just does so much more than that. There goes again with that A3, that Ancestral Spirits. One of my favorite abilities in the game. Super solid. And the Tyrell's huge for Spider because he keeps the attack down. Increased attack, Spider. Just barely, and you see how hard he hits. I mean, he just, you know, he left all the Spiderlings weak and took a few out. Boom. Left them weak so Tyrell could finish them off. Like I said, man, he isn't a nuker. I mean, he just hit him for like 50k as a debuffer. So, I really like one of my favorite things about Ghostborn is the versatility, man. Like I said, you can build him as a nuker. You can build him with speed. You can build him with HP. You can build him with attack, crit rate, crit damage. Like, you can build him however you want to build him. Accuracy and resistance. However you want to build this guy. Almost everything works. You can put him in so many different sets. Now, of course, there are some sets that are just best for him, but I feel like he's such a versatile champ. Like, he can be your carrier, he can be just your buffer and debuffer. You know, you can sort of, you know, build him as not necessarily a tank, but and then boom, pretty solid. And as you can see, he put out the most damage. Nuts, by almost double what Baron put out, who is my top attack champ. And for Royal Guard, he just stay alive. Sadly, he should. If you know, if I 6-star him and mastered him, which I plan to soon, he is the spider killer. But look at that. He, you know, not fair because he's a 6 how damaged favorite attack champs in the game. Um, now I want to go into last but not least. I want to show you guys him in Fire Knight as far as dungeons go, and just go somewhere here just to see what he can do. This is my Fire Knight team. So I'm gonna take out Baron and put in Ghostborn. Now, he doesn't get much love in Fire Knight because he has all one hitters, right? But he's so good with the mobs. Look at that. I mean, he does so much damage to the mobs. He leaves them basically one shot for Taro to finish off. And the biggest thing I like about him is he drops defense and increases his attack, obviously. But when the shield is down, he can put the heal reduction. So that's huge. I don't think he's used his A2 yet. I don't think he used it on mobs. He hasn't gotten it back. There goes the Ancestral Spirits. We all have increased attack. The defense is already dropped. Talia is so solid in Fire Knight. So solid. Oh, I think he just used his A2 while the shield was up. Oh, there it goes. Heal reduction. Boom. He saved it. Heal reduction. Now this guy can't heal. And I don't know why he doesn't get enough love in Fire Knight, in my opinion. Yeah, you want multi-hitters, but man, whenever I use him, even on auto, he typically lands that heal reduction at the perfect time. As you can see here, most damage again, and it's Fire Knight, guys. I mean, obviously it's mobs and stuff, but he is an absolute beast. He is an absolute beast. He's so versatile, and like I said, I don't understand the low rating of Fire Knight. He is very useful in Fire Knight, in my opinion. Minotaurs, yeah, no reason to use some Minotaur. It's super. Trying to see if there's anything else. Dungeons, that's him in dungeons. In faction is not here, but he carries in faction. You could just imagine him being how he is in the mobs and dungeons, faction wars. Now let's take him into arena. Let's see, that team is low. 100k, easy teams. Let's see if we can make him. Let's take out Duchess because she basically carries my team. Let's see if we can put maybe like a high Katoon. And let's see if we can do like a Zergala as our nuker, even though she's not 60. I dropped our power to be below to see if we can this team. So let's see how it goes. So increase speed. Oh man, this is all negative affinity. I didn't even. Boom, he dropped the defense. Still on the Kel. See if she can take Kel out. Boom, she has increased attack. Maybe she'll clutch up and save us. She didn't. Okay. Put the shields up. We'll put the shields up here. Gonna hit the A2. Boom. Not doing too swell there. It's a negative affinity, but we end up winning the fight. I pay attention to that. But I mean, hey, he got the decreased defense up on the Kel. And remember, if he was fully booked, all those guys would have caught that decrease no matter what. Okay, this team is a little bit more scary. Let's see, we'd have to take Zergala out and do Baron. Maybe that's a little bit more even. Although Baron is so slow, he won't build. Let's try it out. Let's give it a go. Got the increased speed. Oh man, let's go. Try to drop this defense. Boom, he dropped it on 3. Humongous play. Weekend decrease defense. Gonna increase the defense on everybody. And then Baron has the increase attack and the decrease defense on guys. So boom, it's gonna be a no-brainer. It's gonna be a wipe. Ghostborn is just he enabled that. He basically enabled that. Built him a high speed, accuracy. So he's gonna be super solid there. I don't want to. Let's see if Ghostborn can just one-shot this team right. Well, because he won't have an increased attack buff. This is a weak team. Let's just see. Maybe with the A2 he can do it. Let's try A3. Almost one-shot them all. Not bad. But, I don't have him built as a nuker. I have him built kind of as an in-between hybrid. He does really good damage, but I want him to also land the decreased. So that's basically, I mean, I could show you guys. Let's see. This team is extremely solid. This is 157. So let's go to the actual main. Guess he just swapped them out. And let's see what Ghostborn does here. And I like Duchess and Ghostborn because she increases the attack, and she makes him hit even harder with his ability. He only got it off on one. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, but it's fine. So let's see here. Let's give him shields. We'll do the get Rose Gold Crown here. Do the A. He has the increase lock debuff. So let's see. Got rid of big one. Not bad, not bad. Apothecary with the full heal. Hit the counter attack, okay, because of the little shield being broken. See if we can drop the defense guy. Oh, or just flat out kill him. That was a nice, decent damage. His Apothecary obviously has high defense and high HP. So whenever Baron goes, this guy's about. He's out of there, Chief. So there you go. That's basically Ghostborn versus a stronger team. Almost every fight. Same in racing arena. Now Clan Boss, he is pretty solid, man. Just because I feel like this video has went so much over. I think he's a very, very solid Clan Boss champion because he can keep that defense down and that attack up while doing a fair amount of damage. So although I wouldn't recommend him in game for Clan Boss, early game and mid game Clan Boss, I think he's very, very solid. I used him when he was my first legendary. He was my do it all player, so he was solid everywhere in the game for me, without a doubt. Is there anything else that I want to cover on him? I mean, just solid. Let's end this with a rating. Rate my boy Ghostborn. Arena offense easily a 5. Man. Campaign easily a 5. Spider easily a 5. Arena defense easily a 5. Spirit keep easily a 5 because of the heal reduction. Clan Boss, man. Like I say, man. Early game, mid game 5. Late game 4. I'm gonna keep it at a 5 because, and he did so much for me personally. Fire Knight, I'm gonna give him a 4. I think he's a 5 in Fire Knight, man. If you have, I guess it's a big if you have 4 champs that are Fire Knight murderers, and you put him in there for that decreased defense and that heal reduction and increased attack, he can make them even better. But I'm giving him a 4 because just as a solo Fire Knight, he's not the great. Force Keep 5 easily. 5. I don't even know how these are not like 4.8, 4.9, but whatever. Dragon 5. Ice Golem 5. Void Keep 5. Magic Keep. Magic Keep. And I mean, with the negative affinity matchup, he still is a beast for me. He still catches that drop defense sometimes. He always keeps increased attack up. It's kind of tough for me to say, man. We'll give him a 4. Let's be fair. We'll give him a 4. Faction Wars, guaranteed 5. So, with that being said, man, I mean, this dude is phenomenal. If you get him, he's also one of the most fun champs to use. So if you get this guy, consider yourself lucky. I know he's not an S tier legendary, but I think he under the S tier legendaries, he's in that next top tier. He's in the A tier, A plus tier, man. So if you, like I say, if you got this guy, consider yourself lucky. And I could build him a lot better. He still is not in 6-star artifacts. This stuff down here could be better. I don't have none of this is purple. I don't have any legendary gear on him that's gold 5 or 6-star. It could be even better, man. This is just the best that I could do with my. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. This is like a budget Ghostborn because I don't put much money on my account. Really hard for the little that I have. So other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know who your guys' first legendary was. Close to them as I am to Ghostborn. I mean, he's gonna forever have a spot in my heart as long as I play this game because he's my first and helped me grow to love the game. When I got a legendary and saw what he could do, began to love the game even more. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day.